Hello, we are here to make Simi's Minestrone Soup, requested by you, the parents and the children. So I will start off introducing what we're going to use in today's recipe. I've already got some oil heating up in the pan. We've got some chopped garlic, some onions, some courgettes, some carrots, which you can use if you want to, so they're optional. You might have some left over from your other recipes, so use those if you want to. We've got some frozen peas, we've got some cannellini beans, some macaroni pasta, and then 2 tins of tinned tomatoes, and some mixed herbs and stock cubes. So that should make you about enough for 6 people, and you've all got the ingredients for 6 people in your pack. Okay, so I'm going to start off by, the first thing we do is we're going to heat, like I said, we're heating up the oil in the pan. So we're just going to put the garlic and the onions into the pan, and we're going to let those cook away for about 5 minutes, but basically until the onions are translucent so you can see through them. So that's the first step of your cooking process. Make sure you stir it throughout the time to stop it from burning, but we'll just leave that to cook for now. Okay, so that's our onions and our garlic all cooked up. Then you're going to add the chopped courgettes and the chopped carrots, and you're going to cook those again, so all into the pan together. You're going to cook those again for another 5 minutes. Now you're going to need to keep stirring this again to make sure that it's not burning, and if it feels like it's burning, you can add water in at any time, just a splash of water in to stop everything from burning. So you cook those for another 5 minutes. Okay, so we've done the onions and garlic for 5 minutes, then we've done the carrots and the courgettes for 5 minutes. So the next thing that goes in, again for 5 minutes, is your frozen peas, your cannellini beans, and the mixed herbs. So again, they all just go into the pan, give them a really good stir, and let them cook all together in the mixed herbs for another 5 minutes. Okay, after that's all been in for a little while, we're going to add our 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. So that goes into the mix, and we leave that all in for a good, so stir in your tinned tomatoes. And then you've got 2 stock cubes. I'm using these stock pots, but you guys have got stock cubes. So add both of those stock cubes into your minestrone recipe at this point. Got to open mine. Hopefully yours are a little bit more easy to open than these ones. So that's, both of those have gone in. And then, as well as the stock cubes, you're adding 5 tins. So when you open your cannellini beans or your chopped tomatoes, keep one of the tins. 5 tins worth of water is what I've got here, and that goes in as well to your soup pot. Okay, you give that all a really good stir. I've got my all of my ingredients in there now, apart from the pasta. And the other thing that you might want to do at this stage is add any salt and pepper that you want. So you kind of salt and pepper to taste. So if you like very salty food, obviously add in more or less. And that sits on the heat for about half an hour. So you're basically just letting it simmer away. Don't boil it too much, so put it onto a lower heat and let it simmer away for half an hour. Okay, see you in half an hour. Okay, so that's all been cooking for half an hour. So that only last thing, I forgot to say, put a bay leaf in at the earlier on when you put the water and the stock cubes in. And obviously keep checking every now and then for salt and pepper if you want to add to taste. The other thing is that as this cooks, I've been gradually reducing the heat. So maybe don't leave it on a high heat and then walk away for half an hour, because it might kind of boil off and burn. So keep kind of checking it throughout that half hour. So the only thing that's left to do is to add the macaroni. So the amount of, you're pouring that all in, and then you're leaving that to cook for the amount of time that it says on the packet of the pasta. So this one says 13 minutes. So I'll be leaving this for 13 minutes just to let the pasta cook in the boiling water. And then my final thing will be to add salt and pepper to taste again, and then that will be me. Okay, so that's had 13 minutes. So the pasta's now all cooked through. So the only thing left to do is to serve it up. And when you serve it up, you can put some grated Parmesan, and you've got some of this in your packs. So that can go on top of the soup once you've served it up. The other things are that you can add, if you want to, you can add some Worcester sauce into the mix. That just goes in when the stock goes in. Or you can also add meat, so you can add bacon. We haven't done that for this recipe, but you can add bacon to this recipe as well if you want that kind of slightly smokier meat flavour in it. Okay, enjoy.